Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. And tonight, we'll see the Cleveland Cavaliers as they go up against the Dallas Mavericks at the American Airlines Center. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Take a look at the Mavericks. Fourth in the conference, an excellent season so far for them, though they'd like to jump into the top tier, maybe the top three.
And, you know, for the Mavericks, they're a team that a lot of people called for to kind of go wire to wire in terms of being in first place. That's not possible anymore, but clearly this is an elite team.
Without question, I mean, their expectations may have been a little outsized. This is a terrific team, and even that doesn't mean you'll win every game.
At this early stage of the season, Greg, it seems like a lot of coaches hold back a little bit. What do you think?
Well, you don't want to show all your cards right away. And this is a good time to try some different things, save your go-to strategies, and also just experiment with different lineups.
Now here is Harris. Here's Anthony. And the first shot of the night for him, missing. Here's Wang. Guarded by Levine. Lets it go. Nance with no one around. Off target from three-point range. Dallas with the ball. Now here's Lynn. Outside Anthony. Knocked loose. Here's Wang. Banked in off the glass. Wang's got the game going here with the first basket for the Cavs.
Look, you'll take that shot every time up the floor.
Then the pass to Chandler. Here's Anthony. Pass to Lynn. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet.
You know, Lynn is a really creative scorer, especially when he knifes inside the heart of the defense. He's just got nice body control and a real awareness as to what shot works best.
Anthony looking it over. Chandler with a screen for Anthony. Nice open look, but it's no good.
I guess even he took one of those once in a while.
Spins. Pass to Jokic. That one's in, his first shot this game.
Boy, he's so crafty, a really tricky player. I mean, Jokic likes to go with the floater when the defense least expects it.
Now here's Anthony. His last outing, 16 points for him. And Chandler throws it down.
Yes, sir. Throw that rock down.
So for Cleveland, their last game, a win against the Rockets.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, and executed, and got it done.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Lynn finds Anthony. Shoots from 14, and he gets that one to go off the front iron.
a mid-range master. Carmelo Anthony looks to attack from this area whenever he can.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers. And how about we check the numbers for him?
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
Here's Wang. A 17-point game for him in the win against Houston. And it's Jokic missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. Chandler kicks to LaVine. Hits it from three-point range.
LaVine has a really good knack for when to fire off the catch. Absolutely dangerous offensive play.
Here's Wang. He's averaging almost 31 points a game right now, an extraordinary figure for any player to post. Hands a screen on LaVine. Here's Wang. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Anthony. He's a guy that can score, no doubt, averaging over 25 points a game. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Here's Wang. Pass to Jokic. A shot off that time. Nice D from Chandler.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
Now here's Lin. Defense right on him. Back to LaVine. Shot clock at 6. Lin's shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Here's Wang. A three-pointer, no good. Here's Wang. He hangs, and he sinks the layup. Wang's got his second bucket.
Now, there's something for the top 10 highlight reel right there. A layup can be just as sweet and as pretty as a dunk sometimes.
Pass to LaVine. Now Anthony. From 11 feet away, and it's denied. Here's Wang. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Wang's got 6.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. They put up a nice win against Utah last time out.
Well, you look at the points they produced in that game, great adjustments on the offensive end.
Boy, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively. And they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Dallas making a switch here. Felder's checked in. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Green's checked in. On defense, Cleveland. Anthony finds Lin. Outside, LaVine. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Just 5 on the clock. Dallas again missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Pass to Jokic. Over Chandler. And it's Jokic missing.
Boy, this is bad. Tough to watch. I mean, this is really bad. He's stone cold, this boy. Man.
And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds. The Mavericks able to retain possession here. And we got to take a second look to admire that outstanding block.
Hey, we know every basket's a big one in a tight game, and he is not about to give up an easy look.
And here are the Mavericks now. They trail by 1. To the paint, here's Chandler, and the dunk by Chandler.
When Chandler gets the ball near the hole, he knows what to do with it.
Cleveland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Wang the pass to Green. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give them any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Cavaliers.
They've really been pushing that thing in the open floor, and so far, the opposition's not been able to slow them down at all.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes. And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Now, here's Fox. He picked up 21 points in their last win against the Utah Jazz.
Yeah, his scoring is going to get most of the attention, but his rebounding also stood out. He did a lot of glass cleaning in that game.
And so here's Cleveland after the three-pointer from Zach LaVine. And LaVine comes to help. And the wide-open shot from Green. Laying the pass to Jokic. Chandler with the steal. To the inside. Anthony kicks to LaVine. A pass to Fox. Outside LaVine. Pocket 6. And a miss there on the triple. The Cavaliers trailing. Here's Wang, and Cleveland turns it over again.
Second in points off turnover, third in fewest turnovers a game, and they also show up top 5 in team scoring. You like the execution, that ability to finish.
And their defense is one of their best weapons for sure, as you said, ranking second in points scored off turnovers. They're not a team that sits back, they attack. And the Mavericks call time here. Here we are in November, and let's see how things are going out east in the early season. We take a look at the Cavaliers. They hold the first place spot in the conference just right where they want to be. They've got momentum.
And I think for the Cavaliers, they're proving that all the talk we heard about them in the preseason was warranted. What a role this group's been on here early on.
It appears to me, though, that this group has all the ingredients for a special season.
LaVine kicks to Fox. Here's Felder. Dallas again missing.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
Out to Barton. The baseline J. And the shot is long. Dallas has gone 2 of 5 from three-point land here in the first quarter. Felder, the pass to LaVine. Over Wang. Cavaliers with the rebound. Wang's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
They kick it out to Green. Here now the league's highest scoring teams the past 10 games. What a stretch it has been for these guys. 5th, the Mavericks.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be in a rhythm in terms of scoring, and they are putting up some big numbers.
A different look for Dallas. Lopez, he's checked in for Chandler. Patterson comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Jeremy Lin in for LaVine. And then for Cleveland, Stoudemire's checked in for Jokic. Wang comes in for Wang. And it's Telfair in for Wang. Now here's Lin. 8 points his last outing. Felder, no good. 1:02 left to play in the first quarter. Stoudemire with a screen on Lin. Outside, Green. There's the triple. And it's Lin with the rebound. The Mavericks trailing. Here's Felder. 11 points for him in that last game against Utah. Here's Lopez. No good that time. Excellent D there from Stoudemire. Here's Barkley. They kick it out to Green. Here's Wang. Defended by Lin. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Cleveland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Yeah, guys, they can feel very good about themselves when you bring up those statistics. Impressive numbers.
Oh, the free throw line's a great way to see how confident a player's feeling.
Rudy Fernandez is checked in for Cleveland. Barkley against Fox. And it's Fox slamming it down.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now.
Platinum level highlight reel material. That is Showtime stuff there.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Cavaliers lead by 1. We're back after this from American Airlines Center. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, I like the way they play. They're looking to get up and down the court every time. Racehorse basketball here tonight. Strap it up. Don't look down. You'll miss something.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Lopez outside. Fox kicks to Patterson. Dallas moving the ball around. And that one's good by Lopez.
Comfortable shooting close to the basket. The size Lopez possesses gives him confidence down low.
Here's Wang. He had 25 points in the win against the Rockets in Houston.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots and also altered a ton of shots.
Pass to Felder. Lets it go from 11. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Wang's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Stoudemire the screen. Wang the pass to Stoudemire. It's rebounded by Dallas. This game against Cleveland is the first time they've met this season.
And going up against the team that broke their hearts a season ago in the finals.
And that is a pain that'll last a lifetime, but they might be able to numb it a bit with a win tonight.
Stoudemire. Fox with the steal. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for Len. Averaging 9 points per game, 9 assists, and 4 rebounds. It's hard to wrap your head around numbers like these, but that is just what he delivers night in and night out.
You know, it's so easy for us to take him for granted, to get spoiled with what he does. I think we've got to be more appreciative of the kind of impact this man has in every game he plays.
Doubled by Fox. They kick it out to Green. Jacks up a 3. Green with a screen on Lynn. Barkley the pass to Green. Here's Nance. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Nance has got his first points of the night.
And looking confident. When Nance can hit the jump shot, this offense becomes much more dynamic.
Patterson passes to Harris. Here's Felder, covered by Johnson. Lynn against Barkley. 17-foot shot on the way. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's Wang, pass to Nance. And he lays it straight in. And it's a 3-point Cavalier lead.
And what I like about Nance Jr. is how he positions himself, knows his strengths on offense, and plays to them.
Green's checked in for Fox. Wang, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Substitution on the court. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Lynn with it. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
We've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
And here's Lynn. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. A 6-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. And that game is the second of 2 straight at home.
And really, Lynn has a terrific feel for this offense. Just seems to know whenever one of his guys is open.
Cleveland shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight. And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line.
And they have yet to miss a shot from the line here this quarter.
Yeah, you have to make teams pay for fouling you. That's why they call them free. And they've done exactly that, made them pay.
And the Mavericks call time here. Well, we've seen some defensive wizards among the NBA's freshman class this season. Let's now take a look at the rookie steal leaders. You look at T, such quick hands, second in the NBA.
How about the anticipation and really his aggressive mindset defensively? He's always pressuring, always looking for an opportunity to force a turnover.
Yeah, and I think it's a unique talent and instinct he has. I mean, timing out the dribble, seeing the pass before it happens. Really excellent hands when he goes to strip the ball, and I think he's only going to get better.
He's cooled down a little bit after draining those 2 3-pointers in the first quarter.
Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. And the upcoming schedule for the Mavericks. On Monday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Wednesday, they'll start out on the road and play the Timberwolves in Minnesota.
And that game against Houston, that's going to be one where it would take a lot of errors and maybe a cold shooting night for things to go wrong. They just have that much of an advantage over that team.
And Patterson kicks to Harris. For the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And Harris can certainly knock this down, which is why you got to guard him tighter than that.
Here's Wang. He's got 13. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
First in field goal percentage. I tell you what, they have lived off their opponent's mistakes. They are first in the league in points off turnovers. Just suffocate you with their pressure defensively.
And Greg, that field goal percentage you were talking about, they're the best in the league because of how smart they run their offense. You see nothing but good shots from them. Dallas making a switch here. Anthony's checked in. A switch here also for Cleveland. Wang's checked in. Here's Anthony. The rebound by Nance. The Cavaliers leading by 5. Here's Wang. He had 31 points in the win against Houston.
And he was also a terrific creator in that game as well. His assist total show you what a fantastic all-around effort it was.
Felder, not really his range, and it's off target.
He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Here's Wang. He gets that one. Wang's got the lead up to 7 now for the Cavs.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in play.
Bounce pass, Lynn. Dallas moving the ball around. Felder, no good.
Yeah, you know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Here's Wang. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. And now a 9-point Cleveland lead.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Now Lynn. Pass to Levine. Puts up a 3. Wang pulls it in. Wang's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Now Green inside. And the layup's good off the glass. Wang's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions Right now, they need the basket.
Fades away, and Anthony gets it to go. Anthony's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And Melo's jumper is pure. You feel like it's going in every time he gets a clean look at the rim.
Outside, Lin fires the three. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Wang's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Driving inside. The shot. Offensive rebound. Pass to Wang. From outside, off the mark. Mavericks trail by 9. And here's Levine. He's coming off a 28-point game against Utah.
And don't forget about the work he did on the boards. His rebounding was a huge help in that game. And Anthony is certainly capable of sinking the triple. The D has to respect that quick release and get out on it.
A different look for Dallas. Patterson, he's checked in for Felder. And it's Fox in for Jeremy Lin. Cleveland also making some changes. Stoudemire comes in for Green. And it's Johnson in for Wang. Here's Wang. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Lets it go from deep. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Patterson, the screen. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Cleveland leading by 11. A minute 42 left in the first half of basketball. Wang can't get it to go. And it's Harris with the ball for Dallas. Deep 2 from Anthony. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Anthony's got 9 points.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Down low. Wang with the bucket. And the Cavaliers lead by 11.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
I'd agree with you, and I don't think they expected this one to be a game where they would get battered inside like they have.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
To the middle. Hangs in midair and converts on the double clutch layup. 8 points for him.
Yeah, after a first quarter where they struggled from long range, they've really started to get it closer to the basket.
Yeah, and that's a nice adjustment on their part. Even for the best three-point shooting teams, sometimes you've got to do a little something different to get your offense going.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Here's Wang. He's got 11. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
Guys, I tell you what, feels like everything is coming easy to him. Just taking what he sees and capitalizing.
Now here's Levine. 10 points for him. Pass to Patterson. Harris kicks to Levine. Clock at 4. Launches it. It's rebounded by Cleveland. The question for them right now, can they maintain this winning streak? They've notched 11 in a row.
Just a fun team to watch when you get right to it. I mean, the way they're executing at both ends of the floor, it seems like they're getting better each game. Communication, ball control, ball security, defensively. They are very adaptable, and we've seen how they adjust, always learning and constantly tweaking the winning formula.
And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We'll get you back to the action after this break.
Please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot.
Welcome, everybody. And as we start to work our way through the season, a sneak peek at the Rookie of the Year race.
The young guys are playing well, but it's the long season. There's something called the rookie wall.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see which players hit that wall and which. And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the Cavaliers.
Dominant performance from this offense. As a fan, you just have to admire it and see what they're doing.
Yeah, they're hitting the 3 major E's: effective, efficient, and entertaining.
I like the way you did that.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. The Cavaliers leading by 12. Here's Wang. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Chandler's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside Anthony. Chandler outside. 6 on the shot clock. A 3 ball. Anthony can't hit.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Wang, the pass to Wang. Nance outside. Shoots the 3. Wang can't get it to go. Mavericks trail by 12. Lobbed up there for Chandler. It's stolen by Nance. Here's Wang. Guarded by Levine. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Zach Levine.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And the second free throw, good.
Hey, I've said it before, it's worth repeating. You cannot underestimate the importance of free throws.
Lynn with it, outside Levine. And he drives in. Good defense by Jokic. Cleveland leading by 13. Here's Wang. He's got 13. Count that as his 7th field goal, 9 tries. He's shooting 78%. And here's Levine, who brings it up for the Mavericks. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. Had the space there, but it's offline.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant.
Nance passes to Wang. Pass to Wang. Here's the teardrop. It's hauled in by Harris.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
First team foul.
Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And the Mavericks call time here.
check out some of the numbers for Carmelo Anthony. Averaging 25 points per, 7 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's such a big part of what they do offensively.
Yeah, he's just got that nice feel, that sixth sense, knowing where to be on the floor to help his teammates generate points.
No good on the quick three.
Boy, an awful beginning to this half, guys, missing their first 4 attempts.
Here's Wang, guarded by Levine. Jokic with the screen on Lin. Here's Wang. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
And it's sent back by Jokic.
Jokic bringing it at the defensive end. Love seeing him get busy at that end of the floor.
Wang with the bucket.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Chandler with a screen for Lin. Harris outside. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Here's Wang. Pass to Nance. It's stolen by Anthony. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Looking to get back on track here. Levine can't hit. The Cavaliers leading by 17. Here's Wang. Now here's Jokic. Gets an open look and hits. Jokic has got his 3rd basket of the night.
I know Jokic would perhaps rather find penetration, but he can hit these mid-range looks as well.
Picked away. Here's Wang. He's got 15. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries. And look at how the hustle game has been going for the Cavaliers.
They have been a wrecking ball defensively, coming up with steals, being active with their hands, and just doing a terrific job of disrupting the rhythm.
You know, something else that catches my eye is the fact that they have blocked a bunch of shots. I mean, the blocked shot totals, extremely impressive. The defensive intensity, top level.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Chandler outside. Pass to Anthony. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And, you know, Carmelo Anthony is a special player, guys. A bulky, small forward with a quick trigger release, an elite scorer.
Both free throws good from Anthony. Timeout called the Cavaliers. With a break in the action, let's now view the NBA assist leaders. Jeremy Lin is second.
His passing has been so terrific. You can see his unselfishness really rubbing off on the rest of the team.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Nikola Jokic. And he sits in the top 15 in points per game. An absolute powerhouse offensively.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. Left side, Lin. Pass to Anthony. And T is going to pick up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And now only 1 away from being in the penalty.
Yep, the next one puts them on the line, so they've got to be careful the rest of the way.
Felder's checked in for the Mavericks. Green, he's checked in for the Cavaliers.
Sweet jump shot there. He knows how to pick his spots on offense.
Here's Wang, defended by Lin. Pass to Wang from the arc. Good for the basket, number 9. He's only missed 2 shots from the floor all night.
He drilled 1 from deep in the first half, doing it again here in the second.
Outside, Lin. Poked away, and that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession. Here is Lin over Green.
And that's where Green makes his biggest impact. He is a menace defensively.
Here's Wang, defended by Lin, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Got to be careful how you defend him, or else he will draw the foul.
Good on both. Now Anthony, he's got 11.
Cavaliers foul. Third personal foul. 14 foul.
Here's Felder. That ball's nice feed that time from Chandler. Chandler's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Wang, defended by Lin, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Sometimes you just have to stay tough and take the contact.
2 shots.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
And not a single free throw attempt in that first half, but he has been far more active since the break and drawing some fouls.
The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
You know, the numbers from the line, guys, are close to where they were last year. But just a tad worse, so not too bad.
Here's Wang. He's guarded by Chandler. Jokic. That's good. He's 5 for 9.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Pass to Felder. Here's Anthony. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
You know, scoring efficiency has been low, and it's not helping them on the scoreboard.
Wang, the pass to Wang, and the shot goes down. Wang's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety. And it looks to me like he still has some of the shooting touch that he displayed in the first.
Pass to Wang. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Oh, that's blocked. And they recover it. Felder, no good. Cleveland leading by 22. Wang, the pass to Wang. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That will get him his 4th foul of the game.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Patrick Patterson, he's checked in for Chandler, and it's Fox in for Zach LaVine. Cleveland also making some changes. Stoudemire's checked in for Jokic. That's Barkley in for Wang. He's had 4 chances at the line, made them all.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Guys, I think free throw shooting is all about rhythm and confidence, and he hasn't been able to establish any rhythm there this season.
Teague, he's checked in for Jeremy Lin. Here's Wang, covered by Anthony, and stolen by Jeff Teague. Here's Felder. He's got 8. Teague for 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks in Milwaukee. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
That's sort of a picture of what not to do on those last 2 possessions. They're being way too loose with the ball.
And Cleveland making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Outside Anthony. Patterson setting the pick for Anthony. Off target from outside.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones.
It's stolen by Anthony. Teague up top. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Anthony's got his third assist on the night.
Tell you what, guys, you've just got to give Teague a lot of credit for his focus. Very poised under pressure.
Shot from 6. And Stoudemire with the nice bucket inside. Stoudemire's got his first 2 points of the night.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Well, once they recognized the advantage they had inside, it made a lot of sense just to continue to attack that area.
Here's Wang, guarded by Fox. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Substitution on the court.
This Maverick squad struggling. Got a piece of it. Now Cleveland moving it up. Here's Wang. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one's on Anthony.
Team is in the middle.
The first free throw is good.
Wang. 2 shots.
He's perfect from the line this time. Looking to end his cold spell. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Cleveland ahead, just dominating this one. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Here's Wang. Look from Green. Offline with the baseline jumper.
And thus far, they've managed to overcome an off game from him offensively.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his third foul so far. Now here's Levine. Tight defense on him. Launches a 3. Another 3 for Dallas.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Guys, when you're this hot, it's elementary. Let it fly. Keep staying at it.
Again, Levine missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Barkley. Nance outside. No coverage that time.
Larry Nance Jr.
And I'll tell you, Nance can score. He rebounds it, has the versatility to switch 1 through 5, does a lot for this team.
Second team foul.
Levine finds Harris. Back to Levine. Fires the 3. Again, Levine missing.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Here's Wang. And he banks in the layup.
Inside, Green can be very aggressive and physical, allowing him to do work scoring the ball.
Levine passes to Fox. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Green's got his 4th rebound in this one. Barkley outside. Wang with the bucket. Wang's got 4 points this quarter.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear. It's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Pass to Felder. On the wing, Levine. And he can't stop the run as he misses.
I wonder if switching baskets really threw him off. I mean, because he can't get anything to fall this half.
Inside. Here's Johnson. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
You know, nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And then Johnson with the dunk.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
And what's been impressive is that it's not been any one player. It's been a collective effort, contributions from everybody.
And he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant one there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here. And the Mavericks making a change here. Chandler's checked in. Stoudemire's checked in for the Cavaliers. Telfair comes in for Wang. Pass to Stoudemire. And Stoudemire getting double teamed. Chandler with the steal. Felder surveying the floor. And here is Chandler. For three, Levine. He's off on that one. And here are the Cavaliers. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Stoudemire with the ball. He's guarded by Chandler. They get the rebound. Pass to Telfair. Five on the clock. And that one drops. And so here is Dallas. Outside, Levine. Back to Fox. Out to Harris from outside the arc. That falls. Nice feed that time from Chandler. Chandler's got 4 assists now tonight. Telfair, the pass to Stoudemire. And Stoudemire slams it in.
Great admiration for Stoudemire's athleticism. You got to be aware of it now, because he'll get to the air and throw it down in a hurry.
Outside, Fox. There's the steal. Here's Telfair. And it's Felder with the rebound. Felder's got 4 rebounds in this game. Fox feeling it out a bit. Going inside.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Anthony's checked in for Dallas. Jeremy Lin comes in for Levine. And then for Cleveland, Anderson Varejau's checked in for Green. Watanabe comes in for Johnson. And Rudy Fernandez is subbed in for Sebastian Telfair.
Seems to have a knack for hitting guys in their spots. His vision, excellent.
To the paint, here's Anthony. Takes it off the glass.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the 3 spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Varejao takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And when you work that rock down low, take shots from there. You'll shoot it at a very high clip.
Outside, Lin. Pass to Felder. Tries a 3. Varejao comes up with the rebound.
Not a whole lot going down for him at this point. He just can't buy a break.
Barkley the pass to Stoudemire. Here is Fernandez. Back to Stoudemire. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Second personal foul.
And how about the play by Stoudemire? Gets the defense off balance and able to draw the foul with the shot.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Tobias Harris is checked in for Felder, and Levine subbed in for Fox. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Draymond Green, he's checked in for Watanabe. And here's Lin. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. And the foul on Amari Stoudemire. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Second personal foul. 15 foul.
Cavaliers on D. For 3, Levine. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. Levine's got 24.
And he's
clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Stoudemire in the post, guarded by Harris. Stoudemire with a screen on Levine. Barkley, no luck. Dallas has gotten 8 shots off from three-point land and hit half of them. Anthony kicks to Levine. Barkley against Harris. Shot clock at 5. Here's Anthony, and the layup is good. Anthony's got 4 this quarter.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
And here is Fernandez. To the inside. Green in the post. Anthony on him. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That one's on Anthony.
There's always a spot for a guy like Draymond Green on your side. An incredible defender. He's unselfish offensively and a highly skilled passer.
A different look now for Cleveland. Johnson comes in for Anderson Varejao. And it's Burks in for Rudy Fernandez. Down low. And the dunk by Chandler.
Levine brings a lot to this team. One of the elements he brings is his passing.
Here's Barkley. Stoudemire trying to break free. And there's Barkley. That's good on the assist by Green.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
Lynn dishes to Carmelo. Top of the key. And a little luck that time, but it drops. 1:57 left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Green. Burks sets a screen for Green. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. That's his 5th foul.
Yeah, clearly a foul of frustration right there.
Not his best moment. Obviously, no one on their team's happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking that frustration out on your opponent with a poor foul.
Anderson Varejao's checked in for Green. Outside, Lynn. Pass to Anthony. But 3. They get it back to Chandler. And then Chandler with the jam.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Cleveland.
It was a standout performance across the board.
I mean, it was like watching a cat play with a mouse. They were able to do more or less whatever they wanted.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
And as one might have guessed coming into this game, it was indeed another big game tonight for Jay.
Well, I can't recall a play that he wasn't involved in. He was so involved in so many plays tonight, a force on both ends.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the final quarter. To the paint, here's Stoudemire. No good, unable to end this run. Now here's Lynn. The wide open look here for Anthony. Another 3 for Dallas.
And you know, with Lynn, you get a little bit of everything. An underrated distributor who finds his teammates in their spot.
Now Telfair. Here's Barkley. And so it's Cleveland taking care of business in this. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.